Their fateful friendship began more than half a century ago with a chance glimpse at a campus pool party. It was the late 1960s at UCLA, and Robert Durst, the eccentric heir of a New York real estate fortune, spotted a student with jet black hair. Very pretty, he thought, as he walked up to introduce himself to Susan Berman, the spirited daughter of a Las Vegas mob boss. Bobby and Susie, as they called each other, became fast friends, soon best friends. When Durst's wife, Kathleen McCormack Durst, mysteriously vanished in 1982, Berman, a crime writer, served as his spokeswoman, shielding him from the media. And when Berman got married 2 years later, Durst walked her down the aisle. "We stayed friends until she died in 2000, Durst said, after recounting their first meeting during a 2010 interview with the director of The Jinx, an HBO documentary series about his life. Now, 2 decades after Berman, 55, was found slumped in a pool of dried blood inside her Benedict Canyon home, Durst is on trial for her murder, in a slaying prosecutors contend was a desperate move to silence her. The multimillionaire, 78, whose trial has resumed after a year-long interruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, vehemently denies killing his close friend, and his defense team has long argued that the prosecution resulted from television hype surrounding the Jinx, not from evidence. Jurors began hearing opening statements in Durst's trial on March 4, 2020, the day California confirmed one of the first deaths from COVID-19. As the severity of the health crisis crystalized, the legal proceeding, then only a handful of days into a process expected to take 5 months, was paused. Defense attorneys argue that the unprecedented delay has made it impossible for their client to receive a fair trial, and while the judge denied their request for a mistrial, both sides were allowed to deliver a new round of opening statements that began Tuesday, with prosecutors arguing that Berman knew her killer and let him into her home because she trusted him. Friends have described Berman as the type of person to show up at your doorstep in a kimono asking to use the bathtub, or to drop off Jell-O and roasted chicken when you were sick. A minute talker, she was, at once, manipulative and prone to phobia, of bridges, of elevators, of eggs, but also brilliant, big-hearted and, above all, loyal. Generous to a fault, Berman's friend, Nick Chavin, said during a pre-trial court hearing in 2017, when he delivered damning testimony against another longtime friend, Durst. Chavin testified that Durst once told him following a dinner, "I had to, it was her or me. I had no choice." He took the remark to be a confession about Berman's death, he testified.